So, 9 minutes to 9, whether it's finding someone who's used up all the hot water or finding yourself stuck in a traffic jam, many of us have bugbears which get under our skin.
A survey of 3,000 people has revealed the nation's top frustrations, and at number 1 is bad weather on holiday. We've been finding out what else frustrates people about everyday life.
I find people with bad manners really frustrating. I think the old-fashioned methods of opening doors for people and being pleasant and courteous and friendly have gone out the window.
When you've been working for about a week and it's been really hot and sunny, you look forward to your day off, and then your day off it's raining.
The font Times New Roman. Don't like it at all. It should be banned. It shouldn't be on any of the Windows software. It's old-fashioned. It's so 1950s. It shouldn't be used anymore at all.
Just not being able to change anything. You can argue your point. You can sign petitions. You can do activism. It never really seems to change anything.
No, life's too short to be frustrated. Might as well enjoy it.
Well, two very contrasting thought processes there at the end, weren't they?
So we're joined by the author Kathy Lette and also by Fletcher, who is a social commentator. Very good morning to you.
Hello, you two.
So let me put you these two. Top 10 frustrations, top 3, bad weather on holiday, waking up and thinking it's a Sunday before realising it's actually a Monday.
Yeah, that was number 2, wasn't it?
That's number 2.
Well, I mean, bad weather on holidays is terrible, especially when you've waxed. You know, and you're like, oh, you know, bring back bush. Oh, you'll never hear me say that in any other context, but the waking up on the Sunday, you know, when you've got children, you want Monday so badly. You know, I used to wake on a Sunday thinking it was a Monday and then think, oh no, I've got to do creative things with Play-Doh all day.
Well, what's the difference between something that's frustrating and something that just makes you angry? Is there a subtle difference there? What is it?
I think there is. I think it's a matter of degree, partly. But if you take holidays, for example, a lot of it's to do with unrealistic expectation. If you spend your whole year dreaming of a holiday where the sun will always shine, the kids won't argue, and everything will be bliss, you're going to be let down. There's an expectation there that's not realistic. And sometimes we forget, we take ourselves wherever we go. And sometimes it's our attitude, not the weather, that needs to change. My parents used to call it an attitude of gratitude.
Yes, I always think that frustration is to do with something you're trying to achieve or a point you're trying to reach.
Well, Roger,
and that's annoying, if you know, frustrating.
Yes, sorry, I almost frustrated your point there, didn't I? Roger says, I'm not frustrated, he emails in, I'm annoyed at the number of people who don't know what frustration means. Frustration is the inability to achieve one's desires, not just your pet hate.
But what I think is interesting about the British character is that you're brilliant at big things. The Blitz, you know, a train accident, leg amputation, stiff upper lip, it's stoicism. But little tiny things like the cucumber being too soggy in the sandwich can tip you over the edge. It's a particularly British trait, I think.
Yeah. Mal, if we go through a couple of the others. Number 3, I can't believe these are really at the top of people's frustrations, but apparently number 3 is a partner forgetting your birthday.
Oh, well, that is grounds
for divorce. Is that frustrating or just really, really
I think
terrible?
It's grounds for manslaughter. and a jury of women would let you off if your husband forgets your birthday.
And a favourite television series coming to an end. Again, I'm not sure that that's a frustration. It's just it's not.
It's an annoyance. I think your point earlier about the big things in life, Kathy, is true. And I think vision is part of frustration. If you have vision, you will get frustrated. So not all frustration is a bad thing. If you have a goal, you have a dream, there'll be times when you're not reaching it, you're not seeing it fulfilled. That's frustration can actually be a good thing because it drives you on.
Something I find very frustrating in myself is inability to remember names, people's names. I genuinely, I wish I could.
Darling.
You know? No, I do.
Everybody, darling.
Yeah, but I do. That's something I find frustrating because I want to, and it's rude not to. But I struggle. You know, you're talking to people and suddenly you think, I don't know the name. That's frustrating.
But also, you know, whenever things are frustrating you, I mean, and I'm getting annoyed, I think to myself, relax, you could live in the Congo. You could be in downtown Baghdad. You could be in Helmand Province. And it does seem to cheer you up immediately.
Yeah, I know, perspectives definitely.
Perspectives, definitely.
Yeah. And another one, number 15, Katie and Peter breaking up apparently is really frustrating for people.
Oh, it's like, oh, get a
That's
life.
sad. That
Isn't
is
that
definitely
desperate?
Might make you sad, exactly. But I'm not sure.
I mean, England losing to the Netherlands, that might be frustrating for an Englishman.
Quite frustrating for English.
Well, maybe it's frustrating if you like reading about them in those magazines and you think maybe they won't be in there anymore.
Yeah, that's true. One of the things I find really frustrating is when I go into a supermarket and they have moved things around so that you can't do your shop in the normal amount of time. It takes twice as long.
That sounds really tiny-minded to me. I think
no, because you know what? She's
a
working mother. She does not have time for things to change. And the thing that really annoys working mothers the most is when a man, your husband, says to you, he'd like to help more around the house and do the shopping, etc., but he can't multitask. And I always think no man would have any trouble multitasking at, say, an orgy. No trouble then. So that is annoying. Do not, when they sit there and clean the kitchen and they just soak the baking tray, it soaks there for a week, that is really annoying.
I thought that was quite useful.
Yes,
domestic god.
Kathy Lette, thanks very much indeed. You're watching Breakfast. We are with you until just 9:30 this morning on BBC One.